first time, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. All right, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss videos like this. The notification bell, yeah. All right, fantastic. But when you're tired, sometimes you know how it is. So, but I'm here today to talk to you about what makes the difference. Yes, I'm even here not tired, but what makes the difference is one of the reasons why I'm here. Because I felt that why will I deny you this special time? It's better I'm here tired. Maybe just one person, even if it's just one person that this show is for this evening, then that is something for me to go on with. So I don't want to deny you this time. Okay, so thank you for watching, and those of you who have not subscribed to Kitoshu, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, and also like the video and leave your comments on YouTube. I always come to check, so don't worry. All right, I will come and check your messages. All right, and please make it interactive. So what makes the difference? What makes the difference in your life, in your business, in your relationship? What makes it different for me is that your why. If your why in anything you want to do is so clear and is big enough for you, then nothing, no obstacle, no excuse is going to stop you. So why are you doing it? Why am I writing my book? Like for the books I've written so far. Let me give you an example. Why do I even do what I do? Like publishing a book, for example. I'm publishing now because of the gap I saw in that and in my journey during during my being an author of my first book, Triumph in the Midst of Adversity. I saw a huge gap there. So I was an author, upcoming author at the time, and I saw that talking to publishers, I was almost scammed by the first one. I got another one. I felt this was great. I was fantastic, but it never happened because they said, "Oh, you have to pay £6,000, and the £6,000 is only at the event." Wow, really? That went. Then now I got another offer which I felt was fantastic, but at some point after, especially after I gave my feedback, excellent feedback with their services, they just turned and started giving me poor service. They felt, oh, we've already had the feedback we wanted from her, and also some promises that were made were not met. And I'm like, what? Okay, let me ask friends when I'm going to be writing my second book now so that I can publish with their publisher. Guess what? They were all complaining as well. They say, Kate, you know what? I can't really recommend my publisher because blah 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 blah. And the other one I asked said, oh, Kate, you know what? The same thing that you're going through, your publisher is actually what I'm going through now. They told me this, but now they're asking me for money for this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, Kate. Because at that point, I realized that I'm not a working book. Yes. The first book I wrote, Triumph in the Midst of Adversity, took about 8 months. I didn't have a clue about writing. I love to speak, but I never wanted to write. But God have asked me to write that book since 2007, which I ignored. So now I want to write it, so I have to do what I got to do. So I started writing, and the way I was writing it, I wouldn't start writing a book like that. Now, well, any of you watching now, watching me at this minute, and you want to write a book, good luck to you and well done, because now you are in good hands. Because I know how to help you to write a book in an enjoyable, interesting, and simplest way, which is enjoyable to write a book. It's not stressful. All right. With that strategy, you're going to write and publish your book in 12 weeks, right? That's what it's going to take for a complete book. When I say book, a proper book. But if you want to just write a small book or just publish a book, we have Become an Author in 7 Days, which we can do with you as well. All right. But when I talk about the 12 weeks, is writing a complete book. Okay. So what makes the difference? What makes the difference is that I want it. Is my goal. It's not something I'm doing because I saw someone doing it. It's something I want to achieve. Because I've realized that writing that book, Triumph in the Midst of Adversity, was part of my journey. And obeying God to write that book gave me so much inspiration and interest and love in writing. Now I write articles, I write books. I'm helping people to write their book. This is something that I'm telling you that I struggled and I wrote it for a longer time. Yeah. So what was the difference there? What made the difference was that my why. When your why can be big enough, my dear, nothing can stop you. Your why is what brings the resilience, is what brings the love, the interest. Because if you know the why, you continue staying by reminding yourself of your why. Because sometimes it's that people know their why from the beginning, but at some point in their journey, they forget about their why. That is why you must write it down white and black. All right, write it down with white and black. And if you are somebody who have not got my motivational book, get it, because that book will guide you through all your goal setting, navigating life obstacle. With your goal setting, you achieve so much with that book. All right, help you to navigate and remind you and put your step-by-step plan to achieve them. So what am I saying? What makes the difference? What makes the difference? Number one is your why. Why are you going to business? Why are you going to this relationship? Why are you writing this book? All those things that have made you to make up your mind to do it must be right. Okay, because I realize that sometimes we set goals, and because the goals does not really align with our core values, it doesn't really help us to achieve them. If you know your why, you can write it down, and your why really means so much to you, then you guide it with jealously. You guide it jealously, rather. You guide it jealously. You ensure you do your best to achieve it instead of making excuses. As one of my favorite quotes, excuses are cheap, but the consequences can be costly. I love that quote so much. Yes. So I don't believe in excuses. You're telling me, oh, because I'm this, because I'm busy. I met a mother of two who is an author of two books with two children. Maybe she had one, she wrote one, she had the second one, she had, and she's working on a third book. So what am I saying? Stop making excuses, because it will keep you behind and you will haunt you in the future. That's what it does. Yes. Say, Kate, how do you know? I know this. I know this. Excuses can be very cheap, but the consequences can also be costly. So stop making excuses and pick yourself up wherever you are now, whatever age you are, whatever money you have, and do what you got to do. There's something you can do at every level. All right, it's knowing what to do, asking questions, being keen, showing interest. That's what you need to do. If you are thinking the time is not right now to do it, then you have just lied to yourself again. Yes, you have to just told yourself another big lie there. Because listen, is asking question and able to learn. And if you are not the type that is learning all the time, then asking those who are learning constantly to support you and to help you is not a crime for you to ask for help. All right, it's not. So that's what I do. So now is knowing your why and being determined and believing in it. So even if the goal you have, you are the only one that believe in it, right? If everybody around you say no, okay, this is not good, this is rubbish, oh no, it's not going to be nice, I don't think it's good. Just like this, my book, Triumph in the Midst of Adversity, right? My first book, which is on Amazon, became bestseller in 3 categories under 3 months. When I wanted to use that picture for the book, I know someone advised me, no, Kate, this picture doesn't look so much, like you need to get another one, you're elegant, this one. But that is what tells me in my mind that this picture is for this book, Triumph in the Midst of Adversity. It's not about wearing my elegant clothes to take this picture, it's triumph in the midst of adversity. I was still in adversity, but God is telling me to triumph in it. I just love that picture. I didn't take it for that book, but after I took it, I said, no, I want to use this picture for this book. And everyone that's seen that book have always commented on that photograph. They love the photograph for that book. So sometimes someone might not see what you're seeing, but if it's something that you've seen and you trust in that process, follow it jealously and do the best that you can do to make it stand out for you. All right. So what made the difference for me? Because for some of you out there, you're waiting for the right time, for the perfect time. I face challenges time to time. I face obstacles time to time. But how? What makes the difference is how I handle them, how I navigate life obstacles. Are you someone who make plans, and if it doesn't go well, you just, okay, you know what? This is not the right time. I don't think this is the right time. And you push that thing away. Instead of saying this is not the right time, what about if you turn this is not the right time to, okay, I've planned this. This is how I wanted to go about it. But now this is not working out. So what else can I do? How else can I navigate this now? What is my plan B around this? What about if you start thinking in this manner instead of just accepting a no so easily? There's something I planned recently, planned it so perfectly, made Just about to make payments, I was disappointed. And I was like, what? But I have to find a plan B. It might not be the way I wanted it, but at the end of the day, I achieved it. That's what matters to me sometimes. There are times that you want to do something to achieve it 100%, but if 100% is not possible, if you can get it to 70%, why not? Instead of quitting it and getting a zero, right? You make it 70% and work on it next time, whether you like it or not. Any disappointment that you face, if you are open to learning, right, and you are the type of person that think outside the box, you must have learned something from it. Trust me on that. Trust me, you must have learned something from it. That's what I do. I learn from every situation. Every situation I go through, I learn from it. So what that situation taught me is something I'm going to really use throughout my entire life, man. So I learn from it. Yes. Sometimes you trust people so much and you so much rely on one path to achieve something. But when you get disappointment, guess what that tells me? It tells me that, Kate, you can do it even without that support. You can do it even without going that path. These are other options that are open to you. And before you know it, you'll be unveiling more options. You must unveil options in your obstacles. That's what it helped me to do. When people disappoint you, don't just stay there and cry and get overwhelmed and say, listen, this is not going to happen anymore because this have happened, that has happened. Why don't you ask yourself, if this is not going to happen, then what else can I do to make it happen before you quit? Don't quit too quick, because quitters will never win and winners never quit. Yes, those successful people you follow on social media like ourselves are the people who have refused to quit. Don't think that you're the only one that is going through challenges. No, 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 no. I met a young lady some time ago and they trying to say, Kate, when he knew about my book, about my age, he said, no, she just said to me, oh, you are so young. I said, how young do you think I am? She guessed my age. I said, no. He said, how old are you? And I told her. She said, no, no, no. What? Are you what? I said, yes. They said, no, 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 no. You can't be. And I said, no, that's my age. They said, okay. Then it means you are not going through, had, difficult times in your life. You're just having a smooth, well life. That is the only reason you can be looking this youthful and, stress-free rather. I said, really? I said to this young lady, she had a buggy that day we had with the child. I said, as a matter of fact, I'm actually writing a book on my life struggles. She said, what? Interesting. And she asked me, what is it about? I said, the book is called Triumph in the Midst of Adversity. And I'm sharing my life struggles and the 8 key strategies I've applied to navigate my life obstacles to become success against all odds. She said, wow. I said, that sounds like a movie then. Yes, so what am I saying to you now? Stop making excuses. Pick yourself from where you are now and start what you want to do. Stop procrastination. You know one thing about procrastination? Yes. If you have not seen my motivational book, let me share this with you. Procrastination is not just the thief of time, it is the murderer of destiny. There are so many destinies that have been killed through procrastination. I mean, you should not be one of those people who want to use your hand to destroy your destiny by procrastination. I'll do it later, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, in next 2 years' time, next 5 years. You never do it. Listen, don't say later, don't say I'll do it. After COVID-19, I thought many of you out there would have learned. I thought you would have learned. I'm talking to you, yes. I thought you would have learned so much after the COVID pandemic. But it seems to me that you haven't still learned so much. Because COVID-19 is an eye-opener. It showed us that, listen, our lives are not in our hands. So if you are here today, there's no guarantee that you'll be here tomorrow. Why don't you make good use of your today? Instead of saying tomorrow, next week, next time. And some of you have actually perfected your procrastination. And you now use something that is supposed to be a positive affirmation, and you're not using it negatively to hold yourself back. And you might be asking me, Kate, how can that be? Yes, for some of you, you use words like God's time is the best. It's a good thing, but you have used it to hold yourself back. Check yourself. Things that you have said to yourself, and you're using God's time is the best to hold yourself back from achieving those goals. Instead of you to say, listen, these are my weaknesses. I need help. I need a life coach. I need someone to mentor me. You are using words like, oh, God's time is the best, and the right time, I'll do it at the right time. That's what some of you are using to hold yourself back. What is the right time for you? Why are you using your own mouth to delay your future? What if you are not there? You are no more available, or you are no more on this planet in the next 2 years or 5 years or 10 years, and you are just using your mouth to procrastinate and to delay you. Why don't you do it now? The people who are there is going to help you, support you through that course. What if they are busy at the time you need them? You know, that's one thing people don't get. You see people on your counter, just like as I offer some of you, or I give some offer for coaching, and I see first five people, and you're like, oh, the one person, let the one person go first, let the second person go first, let the third person go, I'll be the fifth person. What about if the 5 people came to me within a few minutes after the video? Where do you think you're going to fit? Do you think I'm going to make space for the 6th person? I don't think so. So why am I saying this? What makes the difference? Knowing your why, being prepared to take action, taking action at the right time, which is now. Don't say your right time is tomorrow, is next tomorrow. Being resilient, not taking a no for an answer, and becoming unstoppable. Be persistent with what you do, and standing out from the crowd, from your competitors, doing the best and providing excellent and delivering excellent service continually, no matter what you're doing, whether it's a free service, a paid service. Always deliver excellent service, because it doesn't matter what you give, how you give it, for me, is the key. There are airlines out there, there's an airline rather, that if they offer me business class, if they have one, to come and travel to any part of the world, even as much as I'm longing for holiday now. Ryanair, let me call them Ryanair, I will not fly you. Because why? I've had bad experience when I managed to fly you some years ago. Because there are some routes, you just see them, they are the most available flights that you can choose the time that suits you. And probably because they feel they offer a moderate fare, they feel that they are cheap, so they can give you cheap service. You know what? I left them, I dumped them, and I went to Fly BA. My Virgin wasn't going for that route, to that route. I love BA as well. I love Virgin Atlantic. Every time I'm going to Nigeria next time, I hope to fly Virgin. I miss Virgin. Anyway, yes, BA, I had to pay more to fly BA rather than flying Ryanair. So for you out there, you might be thinking that, oh, my service is something that everyone needs. I don't need anybody. I don't need to beg anyone to come. You're making a big mistake. Let me tell you something. No matter how demanding your services or your products are, the very minute you mess it up with poor services, right? There's someone watching you out there. There's someone that have the same skills that you have. The day they start their own services beside you, listen, there will be a rush. There will be a rush from your company or from your business to that person. I'm telling you this. So when you have people coming to you, respect them. There's this trick I will teach you. I want you to learn from rather today. When I worked as an employee, I worked and believed that my clients, our customers, were my employers. When I was an air hostess, that's what people call cabin crew, right? As a senior cabin crew, I treated my customers as my employers. When I worked in customer service, I treated my customers as my employers. Anywhere I work, that is my key. I see my customers as my employers. When you see someone as your employer is your boss, isn't it? You will respect them. When you see people as if you are better than them, you think you are more superior than them. Probably that's why you're looking down on people. But if you can see people who are coming to you as the reason why you're doing what you're doing, that is what I do. Even in business, I respect my clients. I see you as someone that have kept me in the business, because no matter how much I put into myself to train myself, I've invested in the business, in business show, to do my launch of my book. I do speaking, public speaking. I host my events at different hotels. I've trained with one of the best coaching academy, coaching institute in the world, which is the Coaching Academy. Yes, yes. And I've trained with top coaches like JT Fox, Amon Marine, and the rest. I've listened for training webinars with people like Oprah Winfrey, Tony Robbins, our great motivational speaker. I listen to most of his tapes as well. All right. So, what am I telling you this? After I've done all that, all those investment in myself, and I come and feel, oh, I'm now, the top number one best motivational speaker, life coach. So now I can just treat my clients as a piece of work. Then who am I going to motivate? Who am I going to coach? Who's going to keep me in the business? Listen, it doesn't matter whether you buy something of £10 from me, or you came for a free event, or you came for a paid event, whether it's £90, whether it's £1,000. I respect every service. Watching my video is free. You like it, you comment, I appreciate you. I make sure I go there to respond to comments when I can, and to hit love button, put a love sign for your comments. It's important. Acknowledging that people's time and people's support is something that is invaluable. It's something we must do as entrepreneurs. But you might not be doing that because you feel that, oh, whether they do it or not, it doesn't matter to you. No, it matters a lot. You must change your approach if you indeed want to make a difference, because that's what makes me, you know, believe in what I'm doing, and I believe that's what makes different in my business, because I see everyone, imputing one thing or the other into my life, my business, as being very precious to me and very important to me. So, and what makes it different is that I'm in my calling as well. So what I'm doing now, I'm so passionate about it, and that is why your success is my motivator. It doesn't matter how much you pay me. If I'm not able to deliver, if I'm not able to make a difference in your life, I will not be happy with that money. So that is why anyone that wants to work with us at Triumph in the Midst of Adversity, I help you to get the right mindset. I understand that it's not just about the money you are paying us, but it's about you. It's about you. It's not about us. All right? You achieving the goal and making it possible for us to be able to help you. Meaning that when we ask you to do something, you're happy to do it. When it's time for us to help you to achieve a goal, you're available for us to help you to achieve that goal. That is what gives me the satisfaction. That's what gives me fulfillment. If it was just about money, I can just do anything else. But what I want to do is to help you to get a better version of yourself, to help you, to propel you to success, to help you to overcome life obstacles, take you to success, and to live a fulfilled life. That is the journey. I'm taking you and helping you through the journey I've been through that take me several years, and helping you to overcome it within a short time, and helping you to make a better version of yourself without spending thousands of pounds as we did for our own journey. All right, so that's what I'm doing. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, and please subscribe and share to at least 20 people. 20 people meaning you'll be doing 5 times, 4 times. I appreciate it. When you have done it, just leave underneath this video and say, Kate, I shared your video to 20 people, and I will appreciate you. And don't worry, just be doing it, just be supporting. A time will come that you will see what will be happening, what I'll be doing. For those people who have been consistent supporting me on my channel and supporting me on my social media platforms. Okay, thank you for watching, and please follow me on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, follow me on Kate O Show underscore public speaker. No, Kate Uregbu underscore public speaker. I love Kate Osho too much. Kate Uregbu underscore public speaker. That is me on Instagram. All right, follow me on Instagram. And thank you for watching. And our new book, How You Can Stop Racism, is out. All right, so it's now on Amazon. We have to push that book to the company. So if you're working in any organization, whether you've experienced racism or not, but you know you're working in an organization, please inbox me. It's info at Triumph in the Midst of Adversity. Send the name of your company so I can write to them, so we can get copies of this book in your company, so we can ensure that racism is being taught and you can unlearn it. All right, we know it's being taught, so we can help you to unlearn it and help you to know what to do when you are being racially discriminated against, and what your organization must do to ensure that we eradicate racism. It must be abolished. Problems are meant to be solved and not to be inherited. That's what I believe. Some of you out there are waiting for God to solve every problem for you. Well done to you out there who's waiting for God to do everything for you. I believe that who much is given, much is expected. Christianity is not laziness. Christianity, in fact, I can't wait to start talking to Christians so you can shift your mindset, because people are now thinking that Christianity is laziness. Christianity doesn't mean that you have to be lazy. Christianity doesn't mean that you don't need to solve problems, because as human beings, there are problems in every corner. If you look right, left, you're seeing problems. It's your duty as a human being to think about the one you can solve and help this world to be a better place. Okay, I want to make heaven, but I don't want to make heaven and become nuisance in heaven. I don't want God to see me as a wasted product on this earth. He took his time to create me in his own likeness and image, wonderfully and beautifully made, as you can see. Right, that's how God has created mankind. So it's as much is given to us as human, much is expected. If you are thinking that, listen, God will come from heaven to do everything for us, you have just missed it there. The Bible says that ye are gods. You don't understand the gospel? People read Bible and I think they turn it upside down sometimes. Unbelievable. But anyway, we are here to learn. Okay, so help yourself and know that problems that you see out there is your problem, is your business. All right. Damilola Taylor, who passed away in 2000, and Stephen Lawrence, and all those people that died, I'm not in any way related to them biologically. George Floyd that actually triggered, this book, all right, that inspired me to write this book, because of the pain I felt, and I felt, listen, this thing we have to put a stop to racism. I'm not in any way rather related to George Floyd either, but I believe that there's a problem here, and when there's a problem, we need to solve the problem, and that is what I'm here to do. I'm doing my own part, and you have your own part to do. And if you're that person, you have a problem you want to solve by writing a book, get in touch. You have situations in your life that have been so stressful, challenge in your life. Come, let's turn it to profit for you with our PSF system. We can help you create a book where you can start using that book as a training platform to help others as well. All right. Thank you for watching. Please support and be happy, and to support others. Don't stay stuck, because when you stay stuck, you will not be able to even hit the like button to promote someone else, because you will be like feeling left out. Don't be left out. We are here to help you. We are here to help you no matter the level you are at. There's a level of support that you can benefit from Triumph in the midst of adversity. All right. Thank you. And I love you as always. And bye bye. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.